Okay, so long division method. So first, the first question, we have this. So this is the dividend, this is the divisor. So actually this is in order, because you have to check whether it is in order, because the highest power of x here is 3, 2, 1, 0. So this is in order, so we can go ahead and divide. So the very first term here is x raised to power 3. We're going to use this x to divide it. That is x raised to power 3 simply x times x times x. We're going to use this x to divide it. So this divides this. We are going to have x squared. So we have this as x squared. Now we simply use this x to multiply this. X times x squared, that will be x raised to power 3 minus 2 times minus x squared, that will be minus 2x squared. So the next thing we're going to do is we simply subtract. Okay, so you subtract. So what does that mean? It simply tells us that the sign here will now be plus, sorry, it will be minus. The sign here is going to be minus, and here changes to plus, because we have x cubed minus x squared, that will give us 0. Also, we have 2x squared plus 2x squared. We have 4x squared. So the next thing we're going to do here is this. We bring this down and bring this down as well. So we have this as minus 17x plus 6x. So we do the same thing. We have x divided by 4x squared. So we're going to have plus 4x. Again, we're going to use this x to multiply this again. We have 4x squared. And we're going to use minus 2 to multiply 4x. So we have minus 8x. Again, we subtract. So subtracting will make this to be minus, and again make this to be plus. This minus sign is just basically going to change the sign. So then we can add. We now have 4x squared minus 4x squared. We have 0 minus 17x plus 8x. So this is going to give us minus 9x. Okay, then we now bring this down again, so this becomes plus 6. So we then use x again to divide minus 9x. Minus 9x divided by x is simply going to have minus 9. Again, we have x multiplying this 9 again. We have minus 9x. So we have minus 2 multiplying minus 9. We have plus 18. Again, we subtract. This time around, the minus sign changes to plus because of this minus, and the plus sign changes to minus. So we can add this value. Minus 9 plus 9x is 0, plus 6 minus 18 will give us minus 12. So here we stop. So now this is a remainder. You can say this is our Rx. This is the quotient. You can say that's our Qx. This is the divisor. And I say that's our dx. And here, I call this as the polynomial. I can say this is our px. Okay, so now we have been able to use x minus 2 to divide this. Now this is our quotient. Now we have our remainder. So this is how this is done. So now for the second question, we have, let's solve the second question. So we have x cubed minus 11x, x cubed minus 11x plus 3 is divided by x plus 5. Okay. Now you can see I'm leaving a space here because, you know, from the last example we did, I said that is it in order? Actually, something is missing here. We have 3, we're supposed to have 2, so we're going to add 0x squared in order to balance it. Now it is now in pure form, or it is in order. We have x squared, x cubed, x squared, x raised to the power 1, and x raised to the power 0 here. So now it is in order. So we do the same thing here. So again, we have x squared, x cubed divided by x squared. We're going to have x squared. X times x squared, we have x cubed. We now use this 5 to multiply x squared again. That will give us plus 5x squared. Then we subtract. Okay. So if you subtract, this becomes minus, and this becomes minus, because this minus sign, like I said, is going to alternate all the signs here. So we can add. We now have x squared, x cubed minus x cubed. We have 0. 0x squared minus 5x squared. We have minus 5x squared. Then all of this will come down. Okay. So there again, we do the same thing. X divided by minus 5x squared. We have this as minus 5x. We do this again by simply using this x to multiply minus 5x. We're going to have minus 5x squared plus 5x times minus 5x. We have minus 25x. Again, you subtract, then you know this is minus, it becomes plus. This is plus, minus, it becomes plus. Okay, so we have minus 5x squared plus 5x squared gives 0, minus 11x plus 25x. So this will give us plus 14x. Then this comes down. Okay, so again, we do the same thing by using this x to divide this 14x. We have 14. We simply have 14. So we have x times 14x. We have 14x. 5 times 14. So 5 times 14 will actually give us 70. Okay, so this is going to be plus 70. Then we subtract. Again, this is plus becomes minus. This is plus becomes minus as well. Okay, so we have 14x minus 14x plus 3 minus 70. So that will give us minus 67. Again, we have gotten the remainder. I call it Rx. Now this is our quotient Qx. This is our divisor dx. So this is how to use long division to divide polynomial. Using it to get the quotient and the remainder. Alright, so if you find the video interesting, please don't forget to subscribe and give a thumb up. That will help. Thank you.